A new metal detector is on the market. The Minelab GPZ 8000 is supposed to be better than any previous model detector, and we want to find out if this claim is true. It is designed for serious gold prospectors who seek to find gold in depths that older machines have missed. We can't wait to test this new technology and see what it's capable of. By comparing the 8000 to its previous model, we will try to find targets and compare the responses of both detectors on the undisturbed ground before digging each target.
Definite little signal there. I don't think it's picking it up. That's another 2 grammer.
Oh, are you for real? Beautiful. And that's the fourth one.
Fourth one in probably an hour.
Amazing.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'll fill it back in if you want to look for the next target.
Okay, deal.
Is the GPZ 8000 any good? Let's find out together. If you enjoy our content and want to support us, the best way is to like the videos, share them around, and by leaving a comment. Thanks guys, we appreciate it.
Morning everyone. We just got back from Perth yesterday and Chrissy's bought herself a new present, 2000, so we're out trying the 8 and the 2. But I've got a signal here, so Chrissy's just getting the 7 out. We're going to see if that picks it up. Should do. It doesn't sound extremely deep, but so we'll test that and see how different it is to the 8. We'll give them a listen with the 8 first, eh?
Yep.
I'll just unscrew this. We've got it running on, was it difficult deep, and got it about, what would you say, 3/4 cranked. Definite little signal there.
Definitely.
We'll turn this one off.
And then try the 7 on the same signal, and it'll be our first comparison.
I reckon the 7 will get it.
I think so.
Yeah.
It sounds like it should get it.
We've already done this with a 7, but it's not hard to miss.
We never gridded it with the 7.
I don't think we did. We gridded it with a 6. Oh, nice boots.
They're not ideal for walking on rocks. We only returned from Perth the night before, and for some reason I didn't put my metal-free detecting boots on this morning. To be honest, that wouldn't pull me up.
I don't think it's picking it up. Oh yeah, slightly. Wouldn't stop you, but would it? If I hadn't scraped the rocks.
Yeah, if you hadn't scraped the rocks, the coil would be further up here.
You wouldn't have heard it.
I probably would have swung past it.
We'll dig down a bit and then we'll run them both over again.
Yes.
It could not be gold yet, we don't know.
The area in which we got the signal is surrounded by old filled-in dig holes, a certain sign that a lot of gold was found at this spot. Yeah, a little scratch on the 8000 turns into a massive crater usually, because the coil is so big.
Alright, you want to try the 8 first?
Yeah.
I've already done the noise cancel. I think I dug sort of in the wrong spot.
You need a big hole for this coil. It is a bit more difficult to pinpoint with a big coil on a metal detector. The scrapes and holes with this 18-inch coil turn out to be quite large compared to what we're used to with our smaller coils, which we've been running. That should be crisp now. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I'll try the 7. Yeah, that's a very definite signal on the 8000. The question is, can the 7 hear it by now? It actually turned on here.
She'll hear it.
Yeah, you'd think so.
This is pretty hot ground here. We can't run it, either of them, in normal.
No. So I'm running the 7 in difficult, high yield with a sensitivity of 17.
Yes, picked it up now.
Yes.
It's a low high.
More definite than on the first time.
It's a low high and still buried a bit.
Yes. It's gonna be gold.
Well, we know the 8's picked it up, so I reckon we just retrieve it with the 7, so I don't have to dig
Okay.
a bloody massive hole.
That's fair enough. A nice nugget in depth still requires a lot of dirt to be removed from the top. But this is also where it gets exciting, when you know it's going to be gold. It certainly is a lot of effort, but absolutely worth it, since we usually find bigger nuggets at depth.
I've dug a bit deeper, and we're just going to use the 7 to...
Oh, was that my boot again?
Yep. Must have steel in them.
Metal zippers on both
Oh,
sides.
handy. Right in the centre of that hole.
Yes, I'd say so.
We're getting closer to it.
Makes me a bit more confident with the 8 now.
All you have to do is walk over. It's like any detector.
True. But I'm not sure if I would have pulled up with the 7 and dug this, you know?
That's right. Well, we're down. We're getting down to that.
To that hard.
Real hard, so
The other ones were sitting right on top of that.
let's see if it's in it. I reckon it'll be out.
Yeah, I'll edit that.
We got it.
Sounds good.
Does. Thought I had it. Oh yeah. It's probably close to a 2 grammer.
Oh, that's the biggest one yet. Nice.
Not super deep, but the 6 missed it, and I chained this with a 5 as well, so that missed it.
I never chained it with the 7, but I had a zigzag through here. But yeah, I wouldn't have dug it with the 7 anyway.
Yeah, it was pretty quiet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So there you go. That's
bad.
our 7 and 8 comparison.
$400 nugget.
So if we get another signal, we'll just try that again and see if it's any different.
Yeah. That was actually an eye-opener.
Maybe try a different setting on the 7. Oh, you take that any day, wouldn't you?
Oh,
It's pretty dirty, but it's gold.
yes. Solid.
Nice chunk.
Well done.
So the 8s do work.
Yes. While Clint continued searching for another signal with the 8000, I was keen on trying our newest metal detector for the first time. I'm having a go, playing with a new toy. Gold Monster 2000. So we've heard a lot of good things about this machine, so we couldn't resist. We got to find half an ounce with this to pay for it, and I think it's probably going to take a while, yes, but all these small little shallow bits that it's supposed to find so easily should hopefully come in quickly in the right area. And right here there were quite a few shallow little pieces, so let's fire this beauty up and see if we can find any targets. We detected on this patch here thoroughly with the 6000s. We gridded it with the 6s. Clint also had the 5 going at some stage, and I was over here with the 7000 for a little while. And today is actually the first time that we are bringing out the 8000. Oh, flies. And since we only got this Gold Monster 2 days ago, it's our first time with the Gold Monster anywhere as well. So totally different detectors, totally different purposes. I won't swing this detector over there where the deeper ground is. I'm gonna concentrate on this shallow ground here. And I know, because I tried it, that the 8000 would struggle on a 0.1 of a gram piece because it's just not designed for that. So it's good to have different detectors in the kit. I'll try and find small bits with the gold monster here, and Clint in the deeper ground is hopefully gonna find some more bigger ones. Beautiful day for it anyway.
Got a signal
Another one
in this pile.
And you know where it is? Right next to that other bit you just found. And there are the other 2 1-grammers.
Right next to a hole.
Well, there are a few holes.
An old hole.
Good old patch here.
It's more of a high-low. Alright, so the last one was where Chrissy is now. She keeps detecting her boots, so probably be the last time she wears them with the 7. That's the target we just got with the 8. Not really jumping out, is it?
Yeah, you can force it sort of, but yeah, would it pull me up if I just walked along?
What other difficult settings is there? Is it better on the... Has it got difficult deep? I don't know how 7s work.
Difficult high yield, which I usually run it in, but I can try difficult general.
Try that.
Try that.
Yeah. It's picking it up, but it's definitely not as loud as the 8.
And you already scraped it, so if we push a few rocks back there, then I can't put it that low to the ground.
Yeah, you wouldn't have stopped for that. Definitely not.
I don't think I would have.
Well, it could not be gold yet, so...
Oh, I think it is. It sounds so definite on the 8.
We'll give it a scratch.
Yeah.
You might just retrieve it with the 7 again, you reckon? Or?
Yeah, makes sense. I'm actually surprised how well this works with the 8. Picking up the signals. Because I definitely detected around that little spot there. And around here, thoroughly.
Yeah, we got a few good bits under that. Right there.
We had quite a few different detectors here.
Just use the 7, see if it
Yeah.
improves. So just starting to pick it up.
After you took 2 inches off.
Alright, we're just going to run the 8 over it again.
And it'll be gold!
Oh, you can see what setting we got. We're on the difficult deep.
Yeah.
And about there. And it seems to be bearable, the noise.
Good.
So we have a definite target there.
Yes.
That shit's all over the signal on the 7.
Do you want me to take over with the digging?
Yeah.
Might try and pinpoint it a bit with the 7.
Yeah. So we're not very deep, but it's just starting to get nearly to the harder pack stuff.
And I don't mind digging big deep holes
Yeah.
like that one.
It's good when they're still in there, like they're still in there now, it's better. It's getting the warble now. Last, that was it that landed on the coil. A rock just landed on the coil. It's just starting to get into the harder stuff now. Right in the middle. Sounds like you're pretty close.
Yes. It's fine, I'll get it out. You can start digging the next one.
Ooh, confident.
Is it out?
Oh, I don't know. It's under that layer you left in there. Oh, you got it. I'll probably get that with the scoop if you want.
Yep, sounds good.
Oh, that's a nice bit. That's another 2 grammer.
Oh, are you for real?
So for 2 grammers, how deep would that be? 10 inches?
We were absolutely amazed by today's results. Never would we have expected this.
So the 8
Does work.
does work.
And the 7, I don't know, it wouldn't have pulled me up. Don't think so.
I think if it was a little bit bigger, the 7 bread and butter. So the 8 might be a bit better for smaller, deeper stuff.
Yes.
We're yet to find anything big.
Mm.
When you do, we'll find it. We'll test them.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Yeah, for now I think it's really good to pick up 2 grammers here.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Amazing.
Nice work.
Good job. I'll fill it back in if you want to look for the next target.
Okay, deal.
Yeah, we only brought 1 camera today, so we got to swap it around. But yeah, these are 2 little bits I got with the Gold Monster 2000. First one was actually not hard to find because it was a sunbaker, and the second one was only, I don't know, maybe an inch deep, but a definite positive signal. First bit of gold. 2 bits with the Gold Monster. So yeah, it's nice and easy to swing. I'm not even wearing a bungee or a harness. I don't actually wear my pick either because I can just scrape the targets out with the scoop. They haven't been very deep. I'm still getting hot rocks, but I can change the settings if it gets too annoying. I continued searching for signals with the Gold Monster 2000, but Clint didn't leave me much time as he was getting another good sounding noise on the GPZ 8000.
We've got a nugget buried here.
You think so? Signal? Let us hear.
Sounds actually a bit ground noisy.
Okay. Did you have a right ear high low?
Yeah, it was mainly right here. The more I swing, it'll probably tune it out.
Should I try the 7?
Yeah. There was a slight back there, yeah. Hear it slightly.
Yes.
Still not enough to make you stop, I reckon.
Gotta listen carefully, yeah. And there's a lot of surrounding noises as well, so I just go over normal areas. It's picking it up, but not as clear and crisp as the 8.
No.
Once again.
Once again. My turn to dig again.
Yes.
We'll just do it all with the 7, eh?
Yeah. I'm actually quite amazed by the 8 here. Very fascinating, this test.
It just makes you like, you start thinking of all your old patches, like you just want to go check them all. But
We should do that.
yeah, well, we can only do one at a time. And we're on one. Lovely looking ground, this.
Nice gravel.
Yeah. There we are.
Finally.
It sounds like the 8 now, and it's
Yeah.
a few inches deep.
Quite an interesting test.
Oh, we're down to the top of the hard stuff.
Nice scoop you got there.
I think it suits me. Well, we left home in the dark. We only just got back from Perth last night.
Got up at 4 o'clock this morning.
I didn't know what was in the detector setup.
Bit more.
Bit more. Keep digging. We're into the cap now.
Oh.
Hopefully. Hole's getting a bit small.
It's out. Oh, I should get the speaker out.
Yeah, I was thinking, how can you hear it down?
First scoop.
That one.
Not that big one. Oh, something fell off it.
I think it's got coated in dirt. That's it there.
Very nice.
Have to be a bit over a gram again.
Yes. Easily over a gram.
And fairly deep
Yeah.
for that size. So
Very impressive.
starting to like the 8.
Indeed. Very fascinating and interesting to see this comparison.
Starting to pay for itself.
Yeah. We got a few of them now.
Which will take a little while, but it's doing it.
Definitely doing its thing. Working perfectly fine.
Don't mind me shaking.
Bit exhausted.
Starting to get a good little rattle there.
Definitely sounds better than my little rattle here.
Chrissy got a couple of bits for the 2, but
Yeah, I've been swinging the 2000, got one little sunbaker and the other one was this shallow under the ground. But yeah, it's working. So yeah, it's a bit more fun to dig 1 grammers. How many pieces of these do I have to find to get a gram? But
they each have their own bread and butter, you know. Look,
that's right.
2000s for that dry blowing gold.
Yeah.
But we're still learning it too, yeah.
I only used it for 20 minutes.
Today and you got 2 little bits, so they work.
Yes. Yeah, so it's been a few days since we filmed this video, and we had a good chance of using the 8000 a bit more.
We're still learning.
Yes. But the good news is
it does work and it has paid for itself. So it is a big outlay at the start, but it is a good detector.
Definitely,
Once you get the hang of it.
We're still getting used to the sounds and the audio, and yeah, there's a lot of noisy ground around as well, but
like anything new, it takes a bit to work it out.
That's right, any tool or equipment. And yeah, I think we're getting the hang of it. It's fun swinging it. It
does work. Works well.
Yeah. And just to mention that it's probably not quite a fair comparison to use such a small coil on the 7000. I am looking at upgrading it to a bigger coil. I'm looking at a 15-inch maybe X coil.
Yeah.
So that'll happen down in the near future.
So we've heard heaps about these X coils, so Chrissy might give one a go and we'll compare them again.
I'm not going to be swinging an 18-inch X coil all day long, but I think the 15-inch is going to be versatile enough.
Yeah, I've heard good things about them. So. And hopefully we'll have the other 2 coils for the 8 by then as well, so we can have a bit more play with that.
That's right. So there's plenty of more content coming, more videos, more comparisons. And yeah, if you enjoy our content, please feel free to subscribe to our channel. Like the videos, that helps out a lot. And yeah. Anything else you want to mention?
No, see you on the road.
Stay safe out there.